I don't follow a keto or low carb diet in any way. And if you've been around, I'm sure you're thinking, well, clearly. But I am intrigued with the idea of doing a low carb or keto diet on a budget. Is it even possible? I don't even know. Like, I don't do keto, so I am no expert. So what I did is I called one of my best friends who's been doing keto and low carb the whole time I've known her, so at least for 15 years. So I consider her the expert. So I called her up and I'm like, hey, Jessica, tell me, can you do keto on a budget? Is this a thing that you can do? And she goes, no. Her first response was absolutely not. So if you're on a budget, you can't eat keto. Sorry, not sorry. And I thought, challenge accepted. We are going to go to 2 grocery stores, I'll tell you why in just a second, and try and get our moderate protein, high fat, low carb ingredients for as little as possible. We're gonna kick it off today at Albertsons. I decided to start here because I saw the sales flyer, and the sales flyer said that their frozen vegetables were less than $1 a bag and their chicken thighs were like 88 cents a pound. So 2 fabulous deals here, a good bit of our like vegetables for the week, a good bit of our protein for the week, and not spend very much money. And the truth of the matter is, if you're going to do anything on a budget at all, you're most likely going to have to go to more than one store. It's just the way it goes. Fortunately for me, there is a Walmart about 1 mile down the road that way, so I'm not gonna have to go very far. Go to Albertsons, run down to Walmart. So those are the 2 stores we're gonna go to today. There's also a Dollar Tree like across the street, and I do know they have frozen berries. So that is also an option if I'm not happy with the prices anywhere else. Let's run in here, but before we do that, I'm going to eat my low carb, keto friendly snack. This delicious coconut almond candy bar. I mean, protein bar. I mean, Built Bar. They are sponsoring today's video, so if you are in the market for a low carb / keto friendly treat, it's really hard to be on a strict diet like that without treats sometimes. This is an excellent option. The macros are fantastic. For a bar that legit tastes like a candy bar, this has 4 net carbs. 4. That's pretty fantastic. And they taste really, really good. And they are, wow, that's loud. Wow, that's loud. Is that annoying? They are totally going to give you guys a deal today. You just have to go to the first link down in the doobly-doo and use the code FrugalFitMom15. They're going to give you 15% off your order. I love all of the coconut flavored ones. And then the new like Built Puffs that they're like marshmallowy texture are amazing. So if you don't like the texture of the regular bar, try the puffs because I was shocked at how delicious they were. Oh my gosh, I love chocolate. Use that code down below if you want to try them out. Thanks Built Bar for sponsoring today's video. Let's go get some budget food. Okay, I'm not even at the chicken yet, but I saw this manager special tag for this package of bacon, and I thought that would go really nicely for breakfasts. This says about 7 servings in this package, which gets us through an entire week for only $3. This is quite the find. Okay, I'm here at the chicken aisle where the sale is supposed to be, and it's for drumsticks, the chicken leg quarters, and the thighs. And I just talked to the lady at the meat counter, and she's saying that the drumsticks and thighs are totally sold out, no rain checks. So I did pick up 1 package of the chicken leg quarters for approximately $4. And because these are so big and there's 4 in here, I figured that could be like 8 different meals right here. Because of this sticker right here, these beef patties are going to be about $7 for 8 patties. That does feel pretty good, and there's a good amount of fat content in these as well. So I am really tempted to buy this also. And I mean, who doesn't like hamburgers, even if there's no bun on it? This is a good find. Here in the frozen food aisle with the vegetables, and this was an app deal, like on the app. It's not labeled here in the store. I just opened up the app and happened to see it. So these bags, how big is this? These 1 pound bags are 86 cents each with the app deal, and it's unlimited. Not knowing a ton about keto, I do know that broccoli and cauliflower are safe bets. So I got a ton of broccoli and cauliflower. This is probably even too much for just the week. This is probably 2 weeks, but I just thought it was such a great deal for 86 cents. I got this winter blend and then just regular cauliflower, which I love because you can make mashed cauliflower out of it. You can roast it, you can steam it, you can put it in the air fryer. I just love cauliflower. It's so versatile, I think. So all 86 cents, I ended up getting a lot. Oops. So hopefully that deal goes through. I feel like I have enough proteins for the entire week. I have the beef, I have the chicken, all of the vegetables, I have the bacon for breakfast. I saw a sale around the corner for another treat. So let's go check that out right now. Look at all of these sales on ice cream. I can't even believe it. And hey, it says keto right on it, so that means it's okay, right? The only question is what flavor to grab. Okay, so this one's 7 net carbs, 6 net carbs, 6 net carbs for the entire thing. Oh dang, Cheesecake Factory, I see you. I also saw some Halo Top down here, this vanilla bean, so it's like $1.99. It would probably take me at least 4 sittings to finish this. So 1 net carb for 50 cents, essentially. So I feel like we should buy one of these because these are pretty good. Ooh, brownie a la mode. That looks good. Maybe we'll try this one. Okay, I think I've done all I can do here at Albertsons. So we're gonna go check out, see what our total is, and then head over to Walmart for some more breakfast items. I definitely wanna get eggs. Let's look at some avocados, some more fat sources. So let's go check that out. I'm here at Walmart and we don't need that much stuff. In fact, as I look at what I bought, is one person gonna eat all of these vegetables in a week? I probably ended up with well over a week's worth of food in this one. Oh, in case I wasn't clear, this is for one person. Obviously, if you're feeding a family, your costs are gonna go up a little bit, but if you can utilize sales like that deal I found on the app that was not advertised in the store, I don't know what that was about. My goal with this shop and haul, like low carb on a budget, is to keep it as simple as possible. We're gonna go protein, low carb veggies, a couple of fat sources, and that's all. And I'm also assuming that because you're eating a specialty diet, you already have some basic items at your house. Like you probably have some oil, you probably have some butter, you most likely have your seasonings, your spices already. So I am not including that in this budget. Here at Wally's World, let's go see if we can find eggs, yogurt. I love cheese. I think the best thing about the keto diet is you can eat a lot of cheese. So we'll see. So far I've spent $22. I can't believe I got so much for $22. And I definitely wanted to keep it under $40 for the week. So I have approximately $18 to play with. So let's just see what we can end up with. Oh, and in case you're wondering about me leaving that frozen food in my car, it's 20 degrees outside, 20 Fahrenheit. I think it's gonna be okay. At this store, this is the cheapest way to buy eggs. The 18 count for $1.86. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And if we eat 2 eggs every day, you know, that'll get us well over a week. If we eat 3 eggs every day, it'll get us most of the week. I'm trying to get some yogurt, and the Great Value brand is $1.30 cheaper than this one. But I know this one's like the best one. It definitely has less carbs. This one, only 5 grams. This one is 7. This one has more fat, which is what we want. So I think we're gonna splurge. $5.38 for this. So that's a big splurge, but it's got an awesome amount of fat and protein in it. So we will put this one back. I did want to point out another option because I really like the Oikos 000 because that has fiber in it. So I know this has no fat content really, but if you take out the fiber, 1 cup of this is only 7 grams of carbs, and this one tastes really good with no additives. This one, we are going to have to put some fruit or something on it to make it a little bit more palatable. Ooh, at $5, we are going to skip that one today. I can't find a price for these, but these are delicious. The white ones, they taste just like regular soft tortillas. You can fry them to make chips. You can make wraps out of these. I think this is a great option if you want to have that like bread feeling, and it's only 4 net carbs per tortilla, and you can get them really cheap at like Sam's Club or Costco because they sell them in bulk. Okay, the tortillas are $4.48 here. They're so much cheaper at Sam's Club. They're at least $3 a package, or maybe a little bit under actually. I'm trying to figure out, so I got some cheese. This is like $3.50 for this 1 pound block of cheese. Which is gonna go with all of my meat and everything for the week. It's great on eggs. I'm gonna go down the frozen fruit and see if I can find like berries or something. All the fresh berries here are horrible right now at this time of year and really, really expensive. I don't have very much in my cart, but because of the cost of the yogurt, my price is pretty high right now. Okay, I am liking these blackberries over here for $1.98 for 1 pound. That is a great price. I love blackberries, way more than raspberries. Pretty high in carbs if you do an entire cup. And of course, if you're on keto, you probably wouldn't be doing that. Strawberries are sitting at $2.24 a pound right here, which is pretty good. I also love strawberries. I think this is a good option. And then the blueberries up top are most expensive at $2.58. So I think I'm gonna pick up these blackberries, and we might run to Dollar Tree and see what kind of berries they have as well. So I have $1.98 on 1 pound of blackberries. Who has used the diced frozen avocados? Tell me now. I'm so curious. Okay, I have decided to drop the yogurt in place of peanut butter because it's awesome. So I'm looking for a natural peanut butter that does not have added sugar. Here in our area, we have this one called Adams. So this is $3.46 for this jar of Adams peanut butter right here. This is 4 grams of net carbs for 2 tablespoons. Ingredients, peanuts, and that is all. Well, I spent all my money, so I can't buy anything here at the Dollar Tree, but I'm here at the Dollar Tree. I just wanted to see if they had frozen fruits, and maybe I could have gotten a better deal, but didn't. So let's just see what we can find. Okay, my store has both mixed berries and blueberries, 10 ounces for $1. So if you wanted more of a variety, this could be a good option. This is pretty much what I paid for the blackberries, and it is a little bit more, like 1.5 pounds instead of 1 pound. If you have a Dollar Tree with frozen food, that's an option. I spent a total of $41.12 after tax. I do pay tax on food in my state. If you live in a state that does not have tax on food, it would have been $38.50. And let's go over some of the meal ideas that you can make with all of this. Me personally, I prefer a savory breakfast. Bacon and eggs and cheese, this just feels like a no-brainer to me. It's delicious. It has a high fat content. Did I mention that it's delicious? And you'll feel satisfied for a long time with this. I could eat eggs and bacon for breakfast every single day and be happy with life. I also have these items if you wanted to change it up at all. Obviously, I have the almond milk, blackberries, I have some cottage cheese, some natural peanut butter. If you wanted to do like cottage cheese and fruit, you could mix a bunch of these and make smoothies and shakes. If you happen to have some low carb or keto bread or tortillas around, you know, you could definitely put some peanut butter on that and have a yummy snack. I picked up this Halo Top brownie a la mode. This is 10 carbs for the entire pint, but I can never eat this whole thing in one sitting, like not ever. So I thought we'd open this up and just give it a taste and see what this tastes like. I mean, it looks pretty good. Over here is going to be the bulk of our lunches and dinners. I would probably cook up these 8 hamburger patties with some seasoning and have burgers every day for lunch. You could definitely put some of this cheese on top, a fried egg on top, and you can saute or steam up any of these veggies. I did get a lot of them. There's 11 bags. You would have to eat more than an entire bag of vegetables every single day to go through this in a week. So maybe I went a little overboard. That is possible. But because they're frozen, they're not gonna go bad, and I love that. Another thing I like to have is cucumbers and bell peppers. I know these are really great options for people that are trying to do low carb. I know peppers aren't the greatest option, but because it's a green one and not a red one or an orange one, hopefully that's okay. And then over here with the chicken, what I would do is probably grill this or cook it all in a crock pot, kind of shred all of the meat, and then I can make protein and veggie bowls for the majority of the week. You could also come in here with this cottage cheese, this almond milk, some butter, and puree up your cauliflower to make a mashed cauliflower to simulate mashed potatoes, right? With some grilled chicken, with some no sugar barbecue sauce. That would be really, really delicious. So this is an example of all the things you could pick up on a budget. I think I did really well to do a specialty diet for about $40 a week for one person. Obviously, some of the items that I got are gonna last well past a week, like the vegetables. I don't think all the vegetables are gonna be eaten. All the peanut butter is not gonna be eaten in the first week. I have a hard time going through an entire container of almond milk like that in a week, just personally. So I can definitely see how this would last a little bit longer, but if you did about $40 a week and you're trying to eat low carb, it can be done, which is gonna come out to be, am I mathing this right, $160 a month eating keto or low carb. And then next week you can find some other things. You probably live in a different area than me. Maybe your prices are different than mine. Maybe you have different stores than I do, but I think some of the tips that I showed you in the video could work for basically anybody. Okay, let's try out that keto ice cream. I think the secret is that they add erythritol, which subtracts your carb count. I don't see any brownie in this. I do see chocolate. I prefer the regular Halo Top and not the keto Halo Top. The texture is odd. In fact, I'd rather have a Built Bar. It has an objectionable mouthfeel. That's weird. I wouldn't buy that. That would have saved me $2 on my budget. Oh, speaking of Built Bar, don't forget my 15% off code down below in the doobly-doo. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you guys in the next video, and happy eating.